Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I get 60 seconds to just yak. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. When last we spoke, the identity of the Toronto Maple Leafs' first-round Stanley Cup opponent was still up in the air, either Tampa or Boston. In the end, after Friday's games, the Leafs drew Tampa, the same team that won the last two Stanley Cups. They're really good. But according to Toronto's head coach, he thinks this early test will serve his guys well.
You know, when I look at our group, I think the harder the better. I think that's what we need. So we have absolute respect for the Tampa Bay Lightning and what they've accomplished and who they are as a team. Yet we have great belief in our own group, and we're ready for a battle.
Sheldon Keefe has great belief in his Leafs. He better. The mere thought of a seventh straight first-round exit for this fan base would be, dare I say, unbelievable. Alex Seixeiro of CityNews 680 joining us. Game 1, Leafs Bolts tonight, 7:30, Sportsnet and the CBC. Alex, the idea that the tougher the better off the front for Sheldon Keefe's team, do you buy that or not?
Not really. And I think Sheldon Keefe has to say that. And I think all the players wouldn't come out and admit, we prefer to play the Boston Bruins because they're just not as good of a team as the Tampa Bay Lightning. But when you look at the season the Leafs had, Sid, 115 points, most points ever in a regular season. Austin Matthews, 60 goals. Mitch Marner, almost 100 points. Kyle Dubas did a really good job kind of bringing in some reinforcements. It's as good a team we've seen here in Toronto for quite a while, but it's been 18 years since they won a first-round series. I was working at Blockbuster Video, Sid, the last time the Leafs won a first-round series. People asking me behind the manager's counter, do you have Dr. Doolittle in stock? Do you have the Notebook in stock? Trying to watch the series against the Hurricanes and the Flyers. I'm like, leave me alone. I brought a little TV in my manager's office. I'm trying to watch it. So I think the Leafs match up better against the Boston Bruins. They're the Lightning are the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions. They have Stamkos and they have Kucherov, and they have the best goaltender in the National Hockey League in Andrei Vasilevsky. So I think it's a series the Leafs can win if they bring their A game like 95% of the time. If they don't, then I think, unfortunately, it's going to be another first-round exit.
Even today, Alex, you're going to see it, and especially if the Leafs get off to a rough start tonight, the fan base will be complaining about this playoff format. It is a very unique one to the National Hockey League. You have a lot of really good teams playing each other right off the front. Is that a valid complaint or not?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, look at the last 2 years, okay? 2020, they had Columbus, right, in the first round, or 2019. I got all my years confused during COVID.
2020, the first COVID bubble, 2020,
right.
yes.
So everyone thought a Leafs sweep, right? Columbus, not a great team, John Tortorella, and what happened? They lost. Last year against Montreal, the Habs, I think, had the lowest amount of points for any playoff team, and it's a series the Leafs should have won. And they did. Carey Price came back from a concussion. Nobody knew what Carey Price was going to be, and he was amazing. I think he kind of got into the team's head. So I don't think we can complain about the playoff format because the last 2 years, the matchups were quote-unquote easier, and the Leafs kind of fell flat on their face, so to speak. So I think now, you're going to have to, as the great Ric Flair once said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And unfortunately for the Maple Leafs, with the way it works out, after a 115-point regular season, they get the two-time champions who have won 8 playoff rounds in the last 2 years, and the Leafs have won 0 playoff rounds in the last 18 years. So I think the good thing for the Leafs here is that they are a really good team, right? They finished 4th in the National Hockey League. So I think we know how good they can be, and they have home ice advantage. And they played well at Scotiabank Arena for a long time. The fans going to the arena have been kind of a little on the quiet side. They've been criticized for kind of sitting on their hands. But I think to their credit this year, Sid, I think the fans have really brought it. I think the Leafs have really fed off that energy. So, you get 115 points. You're one of the best teams in the National Hockey League. You get home ice against the two-time champions. Do something with it, right? And we'll see what happens tonight in Game 1. But I expect it to be a long series. I think a lot of people do, and that's why you get home ice. If there's a Game 7, it's here in Toronto.
I'm always down for a Ric Flair reference at 6:40 in the morning. Woo! Alex Seixeiro, City News 680, Leafs Game 1 tonight, 7:30, CBC and Sportsnet. Have a good one, Al. Appreciate you.
See you, Sid.
All right, let's keep this conversation going. Into the U sound off. How long will the Leafs playoff run be this year? A reminder, you need 16 victories to win the Stanley Cup. The Leafs right now have 0 because the playoffs start tonight.